Good morning, children. I am Nishant Pant, your English teacher. So, today we will talk about plural and singular verbs. When you look at singular verbs, it means one, and when you talk about singular verbs, they are used with singular nouns. Always remember, they are used with singular nouns. And also remember that they always end in an S. For example, if I say Rahul plays football, Plays, right? So plays football. Similarly, I've given you two examples over here. Ravi likes milk, Rashi behaves well, right? So these are singular verbs, verbs which end in an S, and they will be used with singular nouns. Plural verbs, on the other hand, do not end in an S. They never end in an S, right? And they are used with plural nouns. For example, Shyam and Hari. There are two people involved. Like milk. It cannot be likes. Cannot end in an S. So it will be ending without an S. The girls behave well. So no S here. Right? So remember this, that plural verbs will always end in an S and singular verbs will never have an S in the end. Now, something which I find a lot of students and even adults making mistakes with is do, do not, don't. Remember, do, do not and don't are always plural. They are always plural. Plural means more than one. Does, does not and doesn't are always singular. They are always one. Also, now something which is very interesting in English language, I and you, although they refer to one person, you, only one you when I am talking about, not all of you. But if I say Niyati, you must do this, so I am referring to only one girl called Niyati, right? And I and you are always going to take plural verbs, right? This is the rule of English language. So now see here, when I said do is plural, so I do not lie. You do not live here. We is anyways plural, so we do not travel often, right? We do not travel often. We do not travel often, right? So if I say Ram and Sham do not like dogs, so Ram and Sham are two people involved and they do not like dogs. But he is singular, so it has to be does. Does he know you? Does, right? So why does? Because we are making it agree with he. Does she teach? So again a question mark, asking a question. Does it bite? So let's suppose your neighbor has a dog and you say does it bite? You will not say do it bite, right? Now do they come here? They is plural, so do, right? So this is how you use does and do. Now the same rule applies for has and have. In a while we'll see how they are used. Has, has not and hasn't. Hasn't is a contraction. They are always used with singular subjects, right? Whereas have not and haven't are used with plural subjects. Alright, the same rule as was applied in do and does with I and you, the same thing happens over here. So I and you always use the plural verb, that is have not, haven't. So I have finished my lunch. I have, plural. Have you read the story? Right? Rahul, have you read the story? Has he is singular, so has. They have not seen the Taj Mahal. Right? Say they have. She has not filed the report. It has not bitten anyone. So it is singular, has. Ram and Sham have been to Malaysia. How many people are involved? Two. One is Ram, another is Sham. Now, this is, remember, with do and does, the same rule is followed with has and have. Now, I am coming to a conjunction called and this, at times can be confusing. Common knowledge is whenever we use two subjects with the help of and, we always use a plural verb. So Ram and Sham are friends. Look at the examples given here. The chef and the manager, two different people, are brilliant. My father and my teacher like me. So, no S, right? It's a plural verb. But if and is used in a sentence, right, but refers to one person who performs two roles or has many qualities, right, then the sentence takes a singular verb. Now look at this, my father and teacher. Look at this one, my father and my teacher, two different people, but my father and teacher. No possessive pronoun over here, no article over here. So it refers to only one person who is his father as well as teacher, is brilliant. The captain and wicketkeeper, only one person, is a good player, right? Now look at this. My friend, philosopher and guide, only one person who performs these three roles of his friend, his philosopher and guide, is very kind. My pet and only friend, so whosoever is its pet, his pet is also the friend, likes me. So in all the sentences above, we are talking of one person performing various roles. Now, if the use of and points to a single meal or a single dish, we always use a singular verb. Bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. What am I referring to? I am referring to the dish of bread and butter. Rice and curry is what I usually eat for lunch. So I am referring to a single dish. How expensive is fish and chips? I am referring to the dish of fish and chips. Now, if we are talking about two different things, of course, we'll use an and. Like here, look at this example. Both bacon and eggs are expensive. Both fish and chips are my favorite. So, I am referring to fish separately, chips separately, right? Now, usually what happens, at times in names of organizations you get and, therefore, the verb over there will be singular. For example, Wren and Martin teaches us English grammar. Here I am referring to the book Wren and Martin, not to the people. See, it's within single quotation marks, right? Cook and Pant sells books, so it's a name of an organization. Pride and Prejudice, name of a book, was very popular. Sons and Lovers is a classic, again a name of a book by D.H. Lawrence, right? So this is what you have to remember. Now, use of a plural noun in a name will make the verb singular. Especially when I say in a name, it means name of restaurants, shops, etc. Look at this. The Seven Seas is a famous shop. Although it is seas, but it's a famous shop. The Eagles is a popular band. The Blue Monsters is a theme park. However, when we talk about family members, a group or a band, if you are referring to the members, you will use a plural verb. The Joshis live here, not lives. Live here, okay? The Beatles travel, not travels. The Beatles travel, because I am referring to the members of that band. The team are playing well, the members of the team. You can also say the team is playing well if you are referring to it as a collective unit. But the team are playing well, the members of the team, the players of the team. Now also remember that when we are referring to a collective noun and we are referring to it as a single unit, like I said above, right, we will use a singular verb. The jury has accused him. The jury together, all the members of the jury as a body, they accused him. The herd is grazing on the meadows. Of course, there are various, cows, etc. But the herd, I am referring to it as a group. My family celebrates Christmas and Diwali. So, my family celebrates Christmas and Diwali means as a single unit they celebrate, right? But if we refer to members, then it will be plural. The jury are, the herd are, my family are, right? The herd are fighting because they are fighting. The jury are discussing the matter, my family are wise. So, here I am referring to all the members. I hope you enjoyed the video and you learned something. Thank you very much.